Hey everybody, there's something I've been wanting to talk to you about for a long time, and that would be my box of gadgets. You cannot see inside this box, so I'm going to have to show you my box of beauty gadgets. These are gadgets that I don't use every single day, but I use them a lot. So let's just get started. I need my glasses so that I can show you. The first thing I'm going to show you that I really have liked for a long, long time. I'm horrible about using it. This is my second one. You probably know what it is already. It's the Suzanne Somers Face Master. And looks like this, has the little probes that you put the little booties on. I've ordered my first face master when she first came out with these, and I used it on and off, but here's what I didn't like about it. By the way, this is an electrical stimulation. It works your muscles under the skin to sort of like doing a bicep curl. But you have to do one side of your face and then do the other side of your face, which just takes too long. When she came out with her second version of it, I ordered that, and this is the second version. She has a new version that's been out for a few years it has the little probes, but it also has the things that you can put on your fingers so that you can sit and do this while you watch TV and whatnot. But you know what? You still have to do one side of your face and then do the other side of your face. I've ordered a couple of others that I do not even have in my box because I don't use them anymore, because it's still the same thing. You have to do one side of your face and then do the other side of your face. This past year, I happened to have home shopping on one day, Serious Skincare, and she was showing the egg. And that's what this is. So let me get it open for you. The center part is just a little way to store it, to carry it. But hallelujah, praise the Lord. I think the angels started singing when I saw this. I have it backwards for me. But this does the very same thing as the Face Master, but you can do both sides of your face at the same time. I love this. Again, it's the stimulation. You get a little shock under your skin. It's not painful. You adjust it for intensity. I read a lot of reviews on this before I ordered it that day, and there were some negative reviews. But since I had been using the Face Master for a long time, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to try it. I knew I could always send it back. But one of the things I learned with this, and I don't know what your experience has been if you have one, you really do have to watch the little short video. Or reading the little booklet that comes with it, because there's a certain way to turn it on. Every time you move it to a new place, you have to restart it just by pushing a little button right here. But it's programmable, so you can, I think there are 3 different programs on it. Very easy to operate, but again, you have to know how to work it, how to start it every time. A lot of the negative complaints on it was they didn't think it worked. It wouldn't turn on. And it was, I think, because they weren't actually pushing the little green button to start it every time they moved it to a new location. I really do like this. I don't use it every day, use it 2 or 3 days a week. I know many of you have the light stand, and I'm not going to plug this in, but what this does is it promotes collagen production in your skin. I don't use this as often as I should, but I do like it. Another thing that I absolutely love is the PMD. And this is microdermabrasion. And it plugs into the wall, but you just hold your skin with no makeup on, with clean skin. And this as good In fact, I have not had a microdermabrasion professionally since I got this. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm telling you, when I do this, my skin feels so totally different because all of that old the dead skin cells, are just gone. Another thing I want to show you, and this is not makeup related or skincare related, but I feel like it's super important. This is my Cybersonic toothbrush, and I love this toothbrush. I've been using the Cybersonic toothbrush for probably 15 years. Ordered my daughter one not long after I got mine because I loved it so much. Probably many of you have the Philips Sonicare, and I'm sure it's a good toothbrush too, but this one is so much cheaper than the Philips Sonicare. I pulled up some information online, and just thought I would sort of give you a little comparison with this and the Philips Sonicare. To start off with, and I'm going to have to find it here because, okay, the Philips Cybersonic is, the speed is, it says up to 31,000 brush strokes a minute. The Sonicare, the Cybersonic that I use, it's 45,000 cleaning strokes per minute. It exceeds any other toothbrush ever produced, so that's a big difference. Of course, they're rechargeable. They're in they sit in a little base. I've traveled all over the world with this. I've gone as long as 2 weeks without a charge, and it's never died on me. So I love it for that reason too. The brushes, you have to replace the brush head. The Philips, the brush heads that I found online were $38.99 for one brush head. And by the way, maybe you can see there, this was one that I thought was very comparable to mine. The Philips Sonicare was $219.99. The Cybersonic is on Amazon for $73, the one I have. Big difference. But let me tell you something else that's big. The brush heads. These are the way you get the brush heads for the Cybersonic. When you buy the toothbrush, you can sign up for a little program where they just automatically send you 2 new brush heads I think it's every 3 months. And for some reason, I'm thinking it's $5 for you basically pay for the shipping to get them to you, about $5. And you get 2 brush heads, and that's it. That's the total charge every 3 months. Me being single, I mean, I have a drawer full of those brush heads, but just like with the Cybersonic, it just pops off. Or the Sonicare, it just pops off. I have good dental checkups, never really have any dental problems. I love this thing. Just like the Cybersonic or the Sonicare, it's on a timer, and you just do your teeth. Love it, love it, love it. I paid for this myself. Cybersonic has no idea I'm talking to you about it. I will tell you that about 6 or 8 months ago, I still had my original toothbrush. Never had any problems with it, but I noticed that the base where it sits down into the base to be charged, I noticed that it was starting to look a little yellow, and I wondered maybe if it was burning, maybe from the heat. So I called the Cybersonic people. And of course, they pulled my record up, and she said, look, your toothbrush is perfectly safe, but she said, we're just going to send you a new one to replace your old one. And they sent me this new one free of charge. So, good company to work with. So that's my toothbrush. Something that, and I'm not going to really talk about hair care gadgets, but if you do not have one of these silicone mats, This is from Sally's. They're about $6. They come in colors. I have given so many of these away for gifts. But you put this down on your vanity when you're doing your hair and using your curling iron or your flat iron, and you just lay it down on there knowing that it will not burn your vanity. It has little grippers on the bottom so that it grips the surface of the vanity. I've had this for a couple of years. It always travels with me. It's been everywhere. I can just roll it up and throw it in my suitcase. And many times what I do, let's say this is my flat iron. When I'm through using my flat iron, I just take where it's hot and wrap it up and just lay it down until, or stick it back where I store it until it cools off. Love that, love that. My next beauty gadget is one of my favorites, and I saved probably the best to last. And what it is are these little tube squeezer press tubes. I bet you've used something similar to this before. These I find at the Dollar Tree, so of course they're only $1. I use these with everything, and I mean everything, and these are my favorite that I've ever used of any place. And let me just show you. Can you think I can get any more toothpaste out of this? You just slide it in, and then the tube in the bottom here or through the little slot, and you just roll it until it will go all the way up to the very top of the tube. So if you're like me and you paid for that toothpaste and you want to get every last little bit out of it, you will with this. To show you how I use it with all of my skincare and makeup that's in a tube, this is my Laura Geller, it's the concealer. What's it called? I can't remember. But anyway, it's a little tube, and it fit right down in there. So, I love these. They come in a lot of fun, different colors, and they're $1 at the Dollar Tree. They're just hanging on a rack there. And I tell you, as I said, I've used a lot of different styles of this. This is the best. This is absolutely the best to get if you want to get every little drop. I have one of these right now on my RoC retinol night cream because I was getting down to the end and just stuck that tube down in there and twisted it, and it's just pushed all the product up into this end right here. So I'm going to be using that RoC until I can get the last little drop of it out. Tell me about beauty gadgets that you have that I'm not using. What are you using that maybe I need to look at? I don't know for sure that I'm interested in any more gadgets like this. I know that there are different things out there, but I don't take the time to really use so much the ones I have. But let me know what you use that you really like. I might consider it. So don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it. I try to answer all of my comments. If for some reason I don't answer you, it's because I sort of lost you in the shuffle. I had a comment the other day that on this new Google Plus that I pushed the wrong button and then it wouldn't let me go back and answer the question, and I tried to go to her channel page and she had everything blocked except for approved contacts, and I wasn't on her approved contact list, and she had written me the nicest note, and I felt so bad because I couldn't respond to her. So I do try to respond to all of you. Thumbs up. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate you. Bye.